At the beginning of the pandemic, I told a potential roommate that I didn't think living together was a good idea because my income wasn't stable. I had the option to move in with family and get back on my feet financially. She convinced me otherwise. I kept saying I didn't want to be a burden, and she kept insisting she didn't care about the money. She said she'd happily pay more than me because she didn't want to live alone. We went back and forth for a while before I finally agreed, mostly because I had a cat that couldn't stay with my family due to allergies. The agreement was simple. She'd cover utilities until I found better work, and I'd pay her back later. Even though she constantly said she didn't care about the money, I always told her I planned to repay everything. Almost immediately, things got weird. She was extremely affectionate, flirty, and intense. About a week after moving in, she casually told me, "I'd sleep with you, as friends, of course." I awkwardly replied, no thanks. After that, it felt like she was treating me more like a partner than a roommate. People constantly assumed we were dating because of how she acted around me. She got upset when I spent time alone in my room, wanted to help me with everything, and seemed bothered that I wasn't as emotionally expressive as she was. She was also very touchy. Eventually, I had to tell her directly that I didn't like being touched. She was genuinely offended. Then there was the sitting situation. No matter how many seats were available, she'd always sit right next to me. I'd move away. She'd move closer. One day, I finally told her I needed more personal space, and somehow that became another issue. At the same time, COVID was happening. I worked as a nanny and had agreed to keep a very small social bubble. Meanwhile, she was constantly meeting random Tinder dates, hooking up with people, and attending large gatherings. I wasn't telling her she couldn't date. I just wanted her to be more careful because her choices affected my job. As if that wasn't enough, whenever she brought people home, she was unbelievably loud. Not, "I can kind of hear something loud." More like, "The neighbors can probably hear everything loud." By this point, I was frustrated, uncomfortable, and exhausted. Then one day, I finally told her that she needed to start respecting my boundaries because I was seriously considering moving out. A few days later, she told me she'd turned off the internet because she couldn't afford